kick a punt, then I make them catch 5,000 ones in an hour. I just made a mess. I just made a mess. I got cash by the bundle, so I never press. I just made a mess. I just made a mess. 50 yards. Winning catch. Oh no. Oh no.
They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerge from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Now a first down throw, Fields. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. Touchdown! Allen Robinson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the early lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And he'll get this one up to the 26. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Tried to drop it in there, but it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
On first down, it's Fields. Going deep here for Matthews. And this one is incomplete. Well, Charles, you talk about this offense and this Week 8 of the 2021 campaign. Now, normally this would be the halfway point of the season, but as we all know, this is now a 17-game regular season. And because of that, seems like now maybe more than ever, getting your open week to occur later in the season, that could be a pretty big advantage.
Brandon, it's always been a big advantage, and now, as you pointed out, The possibility of it becoming huge? Likely. Most teams want that later open date because of injuries, getting that rest before the playoff push, all of those things. Sometimes when you get an open date early in the season, it's not very much of an advantage. You might be playing well, now slows down your momentum. This is a big deal, and teams definitely like it. The later, the better.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
Nick Bosa had an outstanding freshman campaign in 2019 with a 9-sack season and was named Defensive Rookie of the Year. Went down with a knee injury in Week 2 last year, and the Niners' fortunes seemed to sag right along with it.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields going for it all. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Jordan Matthews. And the Bears lead this now 13-0 here. Santos with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Lance now to throw. That's Samuel caught left side. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Now Lance. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Lance going to hold on to it. Finding some room at midfield. And now the rookies. We've seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year one, and this guy would certainly fit that bill as that was one heck of a run there.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Here we go.
2nd and 10. Fields again. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. They've got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, Fields. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fields swings this out here for Cohen. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game of their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They snap it to Fields. Yeah, he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, his 5th touchdown now on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Lance now on first down. That's into the hands of Dwelly. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs. In this case,
now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Give the sack to Markevious Mingo, the former number 6 pick.
When you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
On third and long, it's Lance. Flush to his right. That's complete to Dwelly, his tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a fourth down. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now on to punt. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Fields throw there, complete to Mooney. And some room to work. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
Yeah, we've seen a few moments like this in the first half already from this defense. You know you're going to give up some catches, but it's what they do after the catch that's really been hurting them. And it does again right there.
On first and 10, here's Fields. And this is hauled in by Matthews. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes. Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. '49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down.
Here's Fields. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. 20.
Oh, yeah.
Touchdown, 49ers. So a pretty wild turn of events there. Instead of a sure 3 points, it's 6 the other direction.
And if you're kicking in the NFL, that should be pretty much automatic, but I don't think that's on him at all. The protection broke down. That led to the block.
Gould with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
On first down, Fields.
Airs this out for Matthews. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, Fields.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cohen. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Fields throwing again.
And he completes it to Cohen. Touchdown, Bears! Tariq Cohen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
25-yard line. The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Following the fumble recovery, Fields. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. Allen Robinson. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
This one caught by Kittle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here's Lance to throw it.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle in the final seconds of the first half.
And the 49ers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
It's a squiver picked up around the 27. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
A final shot before the break. Fields.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Faking the give to Mostert. Now Lance.
This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards that time. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
Here's Mostert, and he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask.
Well, you hate that defensively. They had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Here's Lance.
Being chased out left. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. Left side, caught by Matthews. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down.
To throw is Fields.
He finds Robinson, and he's brought down getting this one up to about the 35. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To the air again, Fields. Open target, here's Matthews. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 36. Fields now to throw. His throw incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
And he finds his target. It's Matthews. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
He'll buy some time right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Back to throw. Fields.
Escape under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Pass rusher extraordinaire. D Ford that time getting the sack.
The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Now Fields.
He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
They snap it to Fields.
Yeah, he's got it. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2.
That's another Bears 1st down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Now it's Fields. Yeah, he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney
with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
51 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. This is Mostert, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 34-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 34. Off of play action, here's Lance. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. Touchdown! George Kittle with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Niners have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The 4th quarter touchdown there, back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. They'll leave it for Cohen, complete. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Following the fumble recovery, Lance. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Tanner Muse with it. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 2nd and goal.
Fields.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area, and he just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Fields.
Flushed out right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal.
Here's Fields.
And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he is not going to be able to get away as they swarm him for a loss shy of the goal line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Lance.
This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
Out across the 40-yard line before he's brought down, so a first down and then some.
He got 29 yards that time. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
And this is going to be taken in by the Bears, and it appears they're going to win this game. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
On play action, Fields.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they?